Hello everyone, this is architect Hari from Neram classes. We know that NATA exams have been changed a lot due to this corona situation. Last video we were discussing about the changes which CO has mentioned. It was a very short brief they have given that point of time, but today they have given a detailed brochure about this examination. In that they have mentioned I think almost everything they have specified in that. So today we are going to see about those changes, what are all they have mentioned in the brochure. So let's get into the video. So as we all know, the NATA examination has two parts. One is part A, another one is part B. In part B, there is no changes. It's going to be like general aptitude, logical reasoning and physics, chemistry and maths. But they have brought lot of changes into the part A. Previously, it was a drawing question. Students cannot attend this in computer. So council has planned to change this part also as a computer based test. It's not only MCQ that comes in this part. Apart from MCQ, you will also get other type of questions which we will be discussing in this video. In this NATA examination, the drawing part is replaced by cognitive ability test for drawing. So what is this? Usually 12th student doesn't know what is this. I'll tell you. Cognitive ability test is used in lot of other field as well. In software companies and other IT companies also, they will be testing their employees using this cognitive ability test. Before this pandemic situation, the NATA examination, you will be drawing things from your imagination and your drawing output will be evaluated based on the output you produce in the examination. And these drawings will be evaluated based on certain criteria. They will be looking into the proportion, scale of the drawing and different criteria they have set for evaluating this drawing. So now after this pandemic situation, this drawing test was replaced by a computer based examination. In this also your drawing will be tested, but it will be tested based on the question and answers they will be asking regarding drawing examination. So the next important information is usually NATA examination will have 2 attempts per year. One will be happening in the March and another will be happening June. But due to this pandemic situation, the examination dates has been postponed. Now they have rescheduled the dates. The first examination of NATA is going to be on 29th of August 2020 and the second examination date, it is not yet announced. It will be announced after you get results for the first NATA examination. So the next one is the examination timing and the total marks weightage for this examination. This examination is going to be happening 2 hours. Prior it was 3 hours. Now they have changed the examination total time into 2 hours and the marks for this examination is 200. There is no change in that. This examination has been conducted in 2 sessions. One is morning session, another one is afternoon session. The morning session timing is 10 o'clock and it will get completed by 12 o'clock. And the afternoon session timing is from 12:30 to 2:30. The first 45 minutes of this examination is going to be part B, which carries 75 marks. Once you are done with this 45 minutes of this examination, you will be having 3 minutes break in between. So in the part B session, you have 2 categories, which is physics, chemistry, maths. Totally it will be 15 questions in PCM category and each question carries 1.5 marks. So the next category in part B is logical reasoning and general aptitude. In this you will be getting 35 questions. Each question carries 1.5 marks. There is no negative mark in the overall NATA examination. So the total weightage for the part B is 75 marks. Which you have to complete within the first 45 minutes of this examination. After your break gets over, you will be starting with part A session of the examination. The timing for this session is 72 minutes and the total marks allotted for this part is 125 marks. For each question they have allotted certain amount of time. Within this time you have to answer this question. This PTQ question they have allotted 12 minutes of timing. So you have to attend this question within this 12 minutes. After this 12 minutes gets over, you will be asked with the other question, so you cannot come back and answer the previous one. So in part A you will be having both PTQ type of question and MCQ type of question. In part B you will be having only MCQ type of question. PTQ full form is paragraph based test question. You will be given a very big paragraph and there will be 4 or 5 questions which is displayed under that paragraph. You have to answer all the 5 questions. These questions will be based on those paragraphs. So this is paragraph based test question, but both part A and part B are computer based examination. I'm not going to explain the syllabus in this video because I have done a detailed explanation about the syllabus in a previous video. So kindly go through it and come back. In part A, you will be having total 10 number of questions. The first question will be cognitive ability test for drawing, which is one PTQ type of question. In this PTQ, you will be having 4 questions. Each question carries variable marks and the total marks for this question is 17 marks and the time allotted for this question is 12 minutes. So the question 2, 3, 4 is also a PTQ type of question. Since it's a PTQ type of question, each question will be having another 4 questions within them. Like second question will be having 4 questions, third will be having another 4 and fourth will be having another 4. So totally you will be having 12 questions in this session and each right answers will be carrying 4 marks and the timing allotted for each question. Like second question will be having 12 minutes, third will be having 12 and fourth will be having 12 minutes. So totally this part carries 48 marks and 12 minutes for each questions. So out of 10 questions, 4 questions are over. The remaining questions from 5 to 10 is MCQ type of question. It is same like part B, but the difference is the mark weightage given for the MCQ type 1.5 marks for each correct answer. But here in this part A, you will be having 10 marks for each correct answer for the MCQ. So totally you will be having 6 MCQ type of question, each will be carrying 10 marks. So totally the weightage for this session is 60 marks. These are the questions you will be getting in this part A. The total timing limit for this is 75 minutes and the total weightage for this section is 125 marks. So I think I have covered everything. These are the 10 questions you will be expecting in part A. So now we will see what are all the eligibility for the NATA examination. It is not guaranteed that you will be getting into an architecture college once you clear NATA examination. Without clearing the following eligibility criteria, I am going to say you now. You must score at least 50% overall score in your board exam and also aggregate score of 50% in physics, chemistry and math. This 50% category limit is only for OC and OBC general caste category students. Other students like SC, ST and then OBC non-creamy layer students and then physically challenged, they have 5% relaxation in that. They have to score at least 45% overall board exams mark and then 45% aggregate physics chemistry mark. This aggregate is not individual subject. Aggregate means you have to add physics chemistry max and then divide it with 300 and multiply with 100. You will get percentage. If the percentage is more than 45 or 50, you are eligible. If you are getting less than that, you are not eligible. This is really important because students who are scored below this eligibility marks may also attend NATA examination and they may have also get good marks in the NATA examination. But clearing NATA examination alone doesn't assure you the admission into architecture college. You may also get into some architecture college in management seat or anything. After completing your 5 years architecture degree, you need to get a license from Council of Architecture. Council of Architecture is the one who is conducting this NATA examination. So at the point of time, you will be attaching your college degree, your 10th standard mark sheet and your 12th standard mark sheet. So at that point of time, if they find out you are below the eligibility marks in 12th standard, you will be getting into trouble and you will not be provided with the license with which you will be able to practice as an architect in India. Without the license, you are not at all an architect in India. So just keep it in mind. If you are below the eligibility mark, just don't go into any architecture college. There is also a eligibility mark in NATA examination and individual category as well. Like overall there is a weightage, you must score above that so that you will be eligible to study architecture, and also individually you have to score above certain amount of marks in individual part A and part B. I will tell you what are all the eligibility marks for NATA examination. In part A, at least you have to score above 32 marks out of 125 marks. The part A total weightage is 125 marks and you have to score at least 32 marks so that you will be eligible. Even if you are eligible in the overall mark and if you are scoring less than the eligibility in individual part, you are not eligible to study architecture. So just keep it in mind that you have to score at least 32 marks in the part A and 18 marks in part B. Part B, the total weightage is 75 marks. You have to score at least above 18 marks so that you are eligible. So the overall eligibility marks for the NATA is not yet specified. It will be decided only after the completion of the examination based on the percentile scored by the students. Like if most of the students are scoring above 80%, the eligibility mark will be very high. If most of the students are getting very low in NATA examination, the eligibility marks for the overall will be reduced somewhat. There are 2 examinations conducted for NATA each and every year. It is not must that everyone should attend second test. It is based on students' preference. So if you want one examination, you can attend one also. If you want both the exams, you can attend both the exams as well. So if you are attending both the examination, you will be provided with 2 different scorecards, and the maximum marks you scored in examination will be considered for the admission into architecture college. So it is an advantage for you. If you are scoring more in any one of the examination, you can choose that. But if you are attending only one exam, you are fixed with the mark and you cannot change it. You have to go with that mark for the counseling. So it is not must, but it is advisable that if you are attending both the exams, you have the choice of choosing between the 2 examinations. And the NATA scorecard you are receiving by clearing this exam in this year is only valid for 1 year. That is from 2020 to 2021 you can get admission into architecture college. If you are planning to get admission in next year, then you have to write the examination again next year and get into architecture college. So for this examination, you will be provided with login ID and password. The user ID for the examination is same as the mail ID you have specified in the application form, but you will be having an option of setting up your own password. There are chances people will be forgetting their password, so it is advisable that you note down the password somewhere you remember. You will also have an option to set a security question for retrieving your password. If you are forgetting your password, you can change the password only using that security question. So it is advisable that you note down the password as well as the security question and answer for the login information. So the candidates who are entering the examination center after 15 minutes of late, they won't be allowed to write the examination. That is for morning examination. The examination will start by 10 a.m. If you are coming by at least 10:15, you will be allowed to write the examination. The same for afternoon session as well. The examination will be starting by 12:30. If you are coming by at least 12:45, you are eligible to write the exam, and no extra time will be allotted if you are coming late. You have to complete the examination in the same time allotted. So it is better you reach the examination center at least 30 minutes before the examination time. If you are planning to attend the examination in the centers allotted by the Council of Architecture, you need to take following things with you while going for the examination. First and priority thing is you need a Xerox copy of the admit card. The admit card will be issued for you through NATA website, and also you must take a valid ID proof with you for verification. Maybe Aadhaar card, passport or voter ID or anything which is issued by government, and it should have your photograph and the address. And the third thing is you must take a passport size photograph of you which you have applied while applying for the NATA examination. You may take 2 or 3 photographs with you. So these are the things you must really take for the examination, and I will tell you what are the things you should not take for the examination. You should not take any Bluetooth wearable device, any gadgets you should not take, and also calculators are not allowed inside the examination hall. You should not take any rulers with you, scale, sliding scale, nothing like any rulers will not be allowed. And in the examination center they will provide you with a rough paper, so you can use for calculation for the mathematics part and physics part. So these are the stuffs you should not take while going for the examination. So the brochure was released today. Maybe after some days they will be letting you know the examination centers. There is no problem for the one who is writing the examination from home, but there are students who will be opting to write the examination in the centers allotted by council. So for the students, if you find that center is inconvenient for you due to this pandemic situation, you will have an option to change the center at that point of time. You will be getting one chance of changing the examination center. So it is an option for students. They can change the center if they don't find it comfortable or easy to access. So these things are same for afternoon session as well, only there will be change in the timing. So the dates for the second NATA examination has not yet been announced. It will be announced only after you receive result for the first NATA examination. So they haven't specified the dates for the second attempt as well, and they have also said the number of sessions for this examination will be decided based on the number of applications received for this examination. So even though online classes are becoming famous during this COVID situation, it is completely new for students of this generation to attend a national level examination online. So it's completely new for them. So council has specified certain recommended and then must needed things for attending this examination online from your home. I'll list out those things which all you need. So the first thing is you must need a laptop or a PC which has at least 2 GB RAM specification. At least 2 GB. It is a must needed. You must have a web browser. You cannot attend this examination in any other browsers except these two browsers. One is Mozilla Firefox, another one is Google Chrome, and it should be updated in the latest version prior to the examination. You must have a web camera compatible to use with the computer. It should be in a working condition, that is the compatibility. For attending this examination, you must need a microphone. You may be thinking, why is the microphone is for? Is it for conversation? It is not for conversation. The microphone should be kept in the table or any other place which is near the computer. The entire sound which is coming from the room will be recorded from the start to end of the examination. If the proctor has find some unusual noise in the examination, they will terminate this examination. So the sole purpose of the microphone is just to monitor you. And the next and most priority thing is you must need a broadband internet connection. You cannot attend this examination in Jio Wi-Fi or any mobile Wi-Fi hotspots. You cannot attend this examination. You must need a broadband connection with at least 1 Mbps speed. So these things are must needed things, and the council has also given a recommended things for this examination. I'll tell you what are all those. A laptop with at least 4 GB RAM connection is better for the examination, and also in India there are a lot of power problems. So if you have a power backup, it may be generator or UPS, you should have a power backup at least which can use the computer for 4 hours. It's not like must need a thing, it's a recommended thing so that your examination will not have any problems. Actually, internet learning has become popular only after COVID situation. So schools and colleges, everything is happening in online. But conducting examination is something which need an advanced software and technology. So I'll tell you the new technology which is used for conducting this online examination. So the tech peoples have introduced a new technology called Proctor. I'll tell you what are the things this Proctor will do. For 12 students, one proctor will be allotted. Proctor is a technology which will be monitoring the entire test environment in which you are attending the examination. Your videos will be recorded and your audios will be recorded throughout the examination, and it will not be monitored manually. It will be monitored in an automated method. Your eyes, nose, everything will be marked and detected. If they find any unusual movement in your face, if they find any unusual light source or sound coming from your environment, it will automatically detect and raise a red flag in the computer. So what happens is, once the red flag has been raised, the manual proctor will come and evaluate the system if you have done anything wrong or any malpractice going on. So the proctor is the automated technology, but also a manual review will be going on. So the 10 days prior you will be having an online mock test. So this mock test you have to attend from the place from where you are planning to attend the original NATA examination. The aim of this examination is to make you familiarize for the online exam and also to monitor the entire environment just to know whether the environment is suitable for the examination, and they will also check your hardware, software of your computer so that it is perfect for conducting the examination. So once you have started the examination, your activity log will be created. When you are logging in, what are all the questions you are attending in what timing. So everything will be recorded and it will be produced with your paper in the online examination. So once you have started the examination, your web browser will not be allowed any other downloads. You cannot operate any new tabs or new windows in your web browser. It will be fully controlled by the proctor. So you may have this doubt because the examination is 2 hours. What if I need a water or any snacks or anything in between the examination, or if I want to use the restroom in between the examination? You are not allowed to do all those things. You prior attending this examination, you should finish everything. So from the start of the examination till the end of the examination, your examiner is the proctor. Whatever he decides is the final. Even though if you are not doing any suspicious activity, and if the proctor finds out that you are doing any suspicious activity, you are flagged and you will not be allowed to write the examination. So final decision is proctor's decision. So keep that in mind. Be aware of that. You cannot do anything in front of the monitor. So while doing the examination, calculators, books, anything is not allowed, and the main thing is you cannot have snacks with you while doing this examination. Since you are writing this from your home, it is very usual that students will be having some snacks or anything while writing this examination. That is not allowed in the examination. And also if you are a diabetic and if you are specified that in the application form, you are allowed to have some food item with you, because they have given this provision only if you have specified this in the application form. And this thing is very unusual. In between the examination, you are not allowed to smoke up any tobacco items. You cannot use in between the examination. I think this is very unusual. Most of the students won't be doing that in between these 2 hours. Maybe they will be doing prior this or after this, but in my opinion they won't be doing this in between the examination. And they have also specified this in the brochure. This is very usual. Students usually will not be wearing a proper clothes even in the online classes which was conducted in the school. I think council has kept this in mind and given this in brochure. You should have a proper dress code while writing this examination. They have specified so many things, but even then this is the first time NATA examination is happening online. So it is very usual that 100% it won't be successful. There may be some students who will not be able to complete their examination on proper time. So for those students, they have given another option. If they are not able to complete the examination due to some power failure or internet connection which they were not able to re-log in and attend this examination, they have an option to write the second attempt of the NATA examination. Previously I said the second attempt is not must for every student, but for those students who are completed, it is not must. For those students who are not able to complete the examination on time, it is very must that they should attend the second attempt again. So actually I said that proctor will be raising a red flag if it finds out any malpractice going on the exam environment. I'll tell you in which are all the situation it will be raising the red flag. First one is in case the face is not clear. Actually prior the examination, the proctor will be taking a photograph of you. If it finds that the face which is attending the examination doesn't match with the face captured prior the examination, it will be raised as a red flag. And then in case the candidate's face is not clear or hiding the face, those kind of things happening in the examination, then it will be raised as a red flag. The candidate's eyes will be tracked and the eyes should be only watching the screen. If the eyes are watching somewhere else or looking around, it will be raised as a red flag. And for attending this examination online from your home also, you must be there in the website protocol before 30 minutes so that your biometric verification, everything will be over prior the examination. So you must be there present in the website in the online environment 30 minutes before the examination. If you have any more queries which are not specified in the brochure, you can mail NATA help desk. They have even provided with your email address helpdesk.nata2020@gmail.com. The mail ID will be displayed here, and also it is attached in the description. So if you have any queries which are not specified in the brochure, you can mail them and ask regarding that. So these are the things specified by the Council of Architecture in the brochure. And the syllabus for this I haven't specified in this video because it's a very big topic, it's a very vast topic. We have made a separate video for that. So if you want to know about the syllabus, the new syllabus after this COVID situation, you can go watch it in the another video which we have done prior before this video. If the council is giving any other future information regarding this information, we will update you in our website leram.co.in, and then you can also follow the NATA website frequently, and the website links are given in the description. So finally this is an educational content channel. In YouTube you will find a lot of other entertainment channels which have a lot of subscribers. We are doing this just to make the students aware of the things, because this is the entrance examinations are new for them since they are coming out of the school. So we are making a lot of educational content and the study materials for the students regarding this examination. Kindly support us and subscribe our channel, and if you like this video, just click on the bell icon and subscribe button, and share this video with the one who is about to write the NATA examination or who is very much interested in doing architecture in the future. So share with them this video.